We're keeping an eye on the smoke that's coming off of the Oak Fire. The view from Yosemite right now, it looks terrible. All that smoke being produced. At surface level, it's drifting mostly to the north. Some of the smoke is going to be visible in skies over the Bay Area, but that's going to be well off of ground level, a mile or two up. And that means that we don't have to worry about any dramatic impacts to our air quality, even with the volume of smoke being produced by that fire in Mariposa County. The 4-day air quality forecast, we're in the good category across the board today. I think we are going to dip into the moderate category, the yellow, for the North Bay and inland in the East Bay tomorrow through the rest of the work week. But that doesn't exceed the federal air quality thresholds in terms of a spare the air alert or anything like that. So while you'll notice the smoke elevated in the atmosphere, that haze on the horizon, it's not going to be concentrated enough at ground level to cause any significant health concerns. We're also tracking the potential for a couple of dry thunderstorms tonight. There's a little ripple in the atmosphere that's going to be scooting up the Pacific coast. That combined with the monsoonal moisture it's been dragging up towards us could get a couple of those showers or maybe dry thunder showers to develop. It's an outside chance, but it's something we have to monitor because of that dry lightning threat. The heat dome over the desert southwest is going to edge a little bit closer to us. There's going to be another heat dome. It's really going to be cooking the Pacific Northwest for the next few days. Those two factors aren't going to significantly boost temperatures around the Bay Area because we're going to have that nice onshore breeze. But what it is going to do is help to pump another wave of monsoonal moisture up towards us with some more high cloud cover later this week, hopefully without that threat of any even isolated showers or thunderstorms. The Futurecast continues to show that chance inland in the East Bay by midnight. For the rest of us, you're going to see the fog spreading across the bay and well into the inland valleys by early tomorrow morning. The other forecast models aren't producing even any of these isolated pop-up showers, so it's an outside chance, probably less than a 10% chance that they even develop. But that's still not zero, and it's something we have to watch because of even one or two dry lightning strikes bringing the potential to cause all sorts of problems with new fire starts. The greater threat of those pop-up showers and storms is going to be through the Central Valley and especially over the High Sierra with this surge of monsoonal moisture. Right now, the moisture that we're tracking is coming in with a marine layer, already swallowing up the camera on top of Salesforce Tower. Temperature downtown made it up into the mid-60s, low 60s along the coast with 70s and 80s farther inland. Those inland temperatures actually a few degrees below average, and that's about where we're going to stay for the next few days. Temperatures tonight dropping down. Well, currently we're in the 80s inland for the warm spots in Fairfield and Concord and Livermore. A lot of 70s though, with 60s around the bay and 50s along the coast. Later on tonight, those temperatures are going to drop down to the mid to upper 50s to around 60 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow, pretty close to what's normal for this time of year. Low 60s along the coast, a mix of 70s and 80s down the peninsula, around the south end of the bay. Low to mid 80s as you go farther inland in the Santa Clara Valley. Mostly 80s inland in the East Bay, just the very hottest spots around Antioch and Brentwood reaching up to around 90 degrees. It's not bad for late July. Temperatures around the bay close to normal, mid 60s in San Francisco, upper 60s and low 70s for Oakland and the East Bay, and a mix of upper 70s and low 80s inland in the North Bay, a little bit below average thanks to some of that cloud cover, a remnant of the monsoonal moisture, until you go farther north, away from that marine influence where temperatures will reach well into the 90s for inland Mendocino County and Lake County. Not much change to our temperatures on a day-by-day basis as we go through the rest of this week. Just hovering in the mid-60s in San Francisco, around 70 in Oakland, and the low to mid-80s for San Jose. What you are going to see overhead by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is some additional cloud cover. That's that next wave of monsoonal moisture, but without anything to trigger any dry thunderstorms in the atmosphere, it's unlikely that we're going to see anything more than just a few of those clouds floating through, giving us some natural shade every once in a while. But it is something we'll keep a close eye on as we get closer to the end of the week.